Hello and welcome. I gotta check the chat, make sure it's working. I'm going over Kick. Hello, Kick. Yep, we got chat working. Looking at Twitch. Gonna be muting that. On Twitch. Hello, Twitch. Hello, Twitch. Alright, we've got chat working on Twitch. And now, okay. So, today we're just going to be trying to survive 10 cycles in the Prehistoric Planet Pack. And we're going to be doing it on the no sweat. Using the lab, because that's all I know how to get to this planet. So, we're going to try and survive 10 cycles, because at 10 cycles we get struck with the meteor, and we die. So, I've learned, I've already played it twice, I've died both times. We've learned a couple of things. We've learned that when the meteor strikes, it's surrounded by molten lava, and the heat from that molten lava is killing all of our goobers. So, we need to have 2 precautions before the meteor strikes, since, as far as I can tell, there's no way to get the device that destroys meteors to actually destroy meteors before we get there. So, we're going to try and look for an answer to that, see if we can do it in a future run. But this run, we're just going to be doing, trying to make sure that we get, survive the heat from the lava, and then divert the lava away from our main base, so it's more likely we can survive. So that's the 2 goals we have right now. Once we hit 10 cycles, we might end up resetting again and trying again. But while we are working on our way to this, we're also going to be trying to come up with a plan to create refined metal before the entire meteorite strike. So, let's hope we can do it. I'm going to be starting the game. And eventually we want to get to the point where we can ranch, because that's the main reason why I wanted to play this. But ranching is going to have to be something we do later with new duplicants after the 10 cycle mark. We're going to focus instead on saving the base from lava and future destruction. So that's going to be fun. And we're going to see how that works. Frankie, Higby, Maya, diver's lungs. Okay, we don't want this guy. Okay, Frankie, we don't want. We want somebody who's really, really good at science. So we definitely want this guy. So he's going to be our scientist. We're going to call him scientist. Super duper digging is actually going to be really, really good, especially early on, because we're going to run into a lot of hard diggers. So we're going to have a digger here. We're going to prioritize, but we're going to have to re-roll Frankie. Construction. Okay, so construction is actually pretty good. We want to be able to build fast, so we're going to call her the builder. Okay, Bob the Builder. And then we're going to name our colony after a dinosaur. If I remember correctly, my favorite dinosaur is the Rampartus. Not Rampartus. That's a Pokemon. It's some kind of flying creature with a vein. I'm trying to look it up. It's not a crocodile. Ramphosuchus is not what I'm looking for. There it is. There it is. My favorite dinosaur. That isn't the Dimorphodon. Because I know the Dimorphodon is like a super similar dinosaur. I'm very talkative today, as you can tell. I just had coffee, so it's helping. Ramphorhynchus is going to be the name of our colony. So, Ramphorhynchus. And We're just gonna run out of dinosaur names, but we're doing this one this time. Alright. YouTube should be working too. I'm gonna double check that while we're waiting for the thing to load. Oh my goodness gracious! That's fast. Okay. See, impactor asteroid collision in 10 cycles. Okay, so we need to worry about, because some of the geysers are actually super, super cold slush geysers, which is great, but it's also going to be terrible. Anyway, I've played twice. I've learned, at least from those 2 playthroughs, it may be a 50-50 shot, but it's always going to be on the left side when we get hit with that meteorite where all of the stuff is going to be. So we're going to have to be really creative if we need to get stuff on the left, because we don't want to build up straight up. We want to build left and then staircase up if we need to. I am trying to connect to YouTube. Failing that, it might cause too much lag, so we're not. If YouTube is here, hello YouTube. I could not set up chat. I don't know if it's working. Give it a shot if you're there. But let's begin. Oh, we already got a rose bush. Okay. Okay, we're gonna dig. This is actually a pretty good start. We want it to be lower than us. We don't want that to be above us. Okay, another thing we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We want this. Staircase down. Okay. So this should be really good, and then we're going to research this. And then we want to make sure that we get some oxygen. We have a lot of oxygen here. That's good. This always spawns in at this location. That's good to know for future reference. And we're just going to build the base out in this direction. That's going to be the plan. Oh, we get a Lummo. Okay, we're going to have to go out to here for the moment. We're going to do unlock portal. Once we get there. Looks like, God. Okay. These mimicas are going to be very important for growing the sweet corn stalk. For the first 10 cycles. I don't even think we're going to have enough. Oh, look, more. Alright, we're going to have to build down here then. Whoops. Hitting the mic. We're going to build down here. We want to make sure that we get all of this. There's probably going to be an ice cold or other geyser that's going to appear here. We're going to have to be careful of that. And we want to make sure that we just go out here. We want to keep building out this way. And we really want our duplicate cots to be built out. We don't want them to be... Yeah, we don't want them to be on the left side when the meteor hits. And we really want to be just like far away from the meteor strike. But we also want to prioritize everything on this side. Okay, so we're just going to prioritize that. We don't actually prioritize everything at the top. But we want to prioritize this thing. Right. And we're going to speed up. That's going to be it for this first day. And then we're going to build... we're going to build at a 9. And we're just going to build across here to create that first platform. And then we're going to build across here again. Second platform. We don't really want to build there because that's where the oxygen's coming from. So we just want to build around it. And then... Right. Okay, so now we know where it's going to land. See, this thing, I've never gotten research far enough where we can get that thing activated. See, 9.5 cycles. So this thing right here would save us. And it's going to hit around... Okay, so we just got to be careful. This is probably going to be one of those, it's going to just go in this direction. The water's going to be a great buffer for when it actually hits. We do not want to go any further that way because the lava will most likely go that direction. That's the hope. I'm making a lot of assumptions. Hopefully the lava will just stay up here and we won't even have to worry about it. Until then, we're going to need a lot of sweet stock. We're going to need a lot of building. We're going to have to go down. Deeper, dig deeper. Always dig deeper. We're going to have to turn this entire thing here into a section of... This needs to be water. We're going to make that into water. And we don't have any cots. We're going to have to fix that right away. We don't want the cots to be too close to the main segment here, but we don't want this destroyed either. So that... Oh, we got a mouth breaker. Okay, we're gonna have to do something about that. And that is not far enough away, so we're gonna have to make another one. Furniture. Okay, we're gonna make this far away. This one's gonna be, I think it was Digger who was having that issue. Digger's gonna go here. And then we're gonna put Bob and the scientist here. And we're gonna create another furniture here. For futures. Yeah, I know, you guys are unhappy. We need a bathroom. So we're gonna make a bathroom right now. We're just gonna... we don't want to put it down there. We really want to get further down before we make a bathroom. Alright, we're gonna have to put it here. And then we're gonna have to put medicine, wash basin here, and it goes back and forth. And we're gonna prioritize this over everything else because that's important. And the last thing we want is for the dirty water to go in that direction. So we need to cover our butts over here. Sorry. Alright, this is going to have to be yellow priority. Alright, good. Okay. These guys are unhappy. They need a toilet. We're going to try and make the toilet as... Yeah. That is why we had that on a high priority. So we're going to get rid of that. No more soggy feet. Alright. If we move the polluted water out here and it gets hit by the lava, that would actually be pretty good. That would be pretty good for us. And we got to be careful of... situation. Okay. No oxygen generator built. That's fine for now. We have oxygen tiles that will do that for us. And then we're just going to build this here. I'm going to build this here. And we're just going to build this here. This here. Okay, we don't really need to turn that into a necessity, but we do want to have this all dug out. Okay, so we do need oxygen back here. We need an oxygen machine. I'm going to put that down here. And then we're going to also need power. And we're going to just put the power for it right next to it. Because we can't... Alright, well... Alright. We'll do this here. We'll put that there, and then we'll just cancel this. Cancel this. Cancel build. We're going to need a battery here and a battery here. And then we're also going to need research. Because research is also more important than anything else. So we got research there. And then we want to make sure that all of that is done next. No, we lost an oxygen. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to deconstruct that. And we're going to put a ladder here instead. And we're just going to go down a little bit more. We're getting more oxygen from over here, and it's just going to creep up and spread. Apparently we ran out of things to build with. Or are they on downtime? Yeah, they're on downtime. Okay. Okay, so this is the thing. I don't know where we are. Okay, we're gonna go up. Okay. This is not going to be impacted by that meteor, which means we've got a lot more power potential. Okay. So we don't have anybody who can destruct anything? Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna need a garden. We don't want to build up too far. We're just gonna make this a very short area. But then we're gonna make this very tall. Cancel build. Okay. We're going to enable auto harvest here. Enable auto harvest here. And just uproot that. Okay. So I wonder if the rosebush is better at producing... no. They're not very good. There's no point to them. Okay, we're going to be researching for refrigeration. Because the refrigeration or temperature control, wherever temperature control is, that's what we need first. We need the advanced research and we need temperature control. So air systems, shower, novice research, research station. A liquid-based refinement process. Sanitation, also very important, but not right now. Improved plumbing. Temperature modulation. There we go. Okay. This is going to be important. We're going to have to work on that next. We just need the advanced research first, and then we're going to do that. Okay, so we're going to go to priorities. Because we want this guy to prioritize this. Can't doctor. Okay, that's fine. You're the builder. And then digger. You're going to be prioritizing this. Okay, so who do we have for choose a blueprint here? I mean, husbandry is great. Suit wearing is more important. While you're waiting to do suit wearing, you're going to have to tidy. Plant murderer. Definitely do not want you doing any of that. Okay, so increase cuisine. She's going to be a morale problem. She's going to be a huge morale problem. We're going to go with the husbandry. We're going to call her rancher. She's going to eat a lot of calories. And hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. This is a great oxygen pocket. It's probably going to also produce a slush geyser. Usually that's how it goes. At least from my experience. And then we're going to be trying not to die. Alright. Okay, they're on downtime. That's fine. Okay, we're going to prioritize... She's great at tidying, so we're going to do that. Storing... Supplying... And ranching. Okay. We have a couple of skill points. So let's look at the skill points. So, who is this? This is Bob the Builder. We want improved construction from her. Okay, that's... Okay. Critter ranching is also good. Crop tending? We're gonna have to get this to get the critter ranching because we want her to be our rancher, and then we don't have any other skills for anybody else. Okay. We have already reached a couple of things that we cannot mine. We're just going to create a spot for... What is that noise for? Okay. Lacks resources. Colony requires a food source. Alright, time to make the stuff. Okay, so this is... You need a pitcher pumper. That's what we wanted that for. And we want to dig out all this here. We do not want to take out all this oxygen, though. That is an issue. So we're going to have to build this elsewhere. A good spot we're going to have to do here. No, we want plumbing food. I mean, we can put this here, but it's not going to do much. Stations. Do we have a supercomputer? That means, okay, we had... We're going to put this power on it. Alright. That should be good enough. Okay, they're going to work on this, and then we're going to put a pump here. A bottle emptier. This is not going to be built on an actual platform, though, so we need this. Okay, we don't want it here. This is an issue. Who's suffocating? Who's suffocating? Oh, no oxygen. That's fine. Literally just... Oh, you don't have any way to go back up. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, we're gonna prioritize... Well, any part of this is priority. We're gonna put this on yellow alert. Get you the heck out of here. So the one thing we want to do is cancel the building there. And just let this oxen alight. Fix the issue. Downtime initiated. Okay. Well, we're gonna need planters. Where can I get... I forgot research. Okay. Temperature. We need temperature. There we go. Okay. See, that's the most important thing right there. We're probably going to need to go all the way out there. Okay. You can never be sure about anything. Okay. We also need plants. That's another issue. I'm going to save here, just in case. Zoom, research. This is more important. Sorry. That's more important. We're going to get there first. Then we're going to talk about food. Next time we get... Let's hurry through the night here. Insufficient, I am aware. I love that there's a lot of oxygen pockets. That does help our immediate situation a lot. I'm going to build out in this direction some more. Alright. On to the next thing to research. Come on, come on, come on, come on. These are so cute. We're gonna wrangle those up later. Alright, we need a care package. We need a care package. Okay, we need to do something quickly before we do this. We're gonna have to prioritize this above everything else. We need storage to do this with. We're gonna put the storage here. And then we're gonna prioritize the storage of everything else for a little bit. Somebody's hungry. Alright, they'll deal with that in the morning then. Yeah, there's a lot of food they're missing. How many mush bars can we make? Oh! Wow. Okay. We definitely don't want to be eating dirt, but it is preferable, so we'll make a couple. How many do we have? We have 4, so we'll do 12. How many days do we got left? Woo! Alright. Okay, we've got a couple of people who have earned some skills. Let's see if we can do something about it. Okay, so Bob the Builder is in construction, so we want her to have that. Oh, that's cool. She is our digger, so she's gonna have to get... Oh, right. But that's for later. Digging. And then our scientist, who loves research, is gonna be doing research. There we go. Maybe I should, like, give everybody a hat, just in case. Improved construction. Super duper digger. Crop tending. And advanced research. So that tells us who everybody is. We want this all cleared out before it gets too high. Let's hope that they can get that all swooped up. Okay. Okay, we're at the point where we're going to need an advanced researcher, and I don't think we have a good one. Okay, so we have advanced researcher here. Did we give anybody the skill needed? Okay, so we got... Okay, we're good. Alright, we're good. We're just gonna have to prioritize this above everything else. Okay, do we have a care package? We're gonna have to figure that out later. That's actually fine. Shit. Okay. That is... Good. We have an issue with overflowing water, though. Never a good sign. What can these guys survive in? Alright, we got a couple of skills to upgrade. No, we don't. No. Yeah, don't complain about the cold. You're about to get super heated. Like in a microwave. Okay. Crap. Okay, so we need to just have somebody... Okay, never mind. Okay, we're getting good advanced research. We only have 2.5 cycles left. They're just running around getting food. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, prioritizing research now. We've got enough food where we don't have to worry about anything. We have plenty of oxygen. We don't need to worry about oxygen. We've already done it? Great. Let's start with the food. Let's see which one. Alright, that's our next step. Because we are about to build this. This is going to be super important. This should be good. Once we get that up and running, we should be good to go. Right. Oh. Then it's just a matter of making sure that it's dug in this direction. And that whatever runoff ends up over here. We don't want it around us. We don't We definitely want all this oxygen to come our direction, though. We want the runoff to also hit the water. It's going to be one of the most important things that happens. I'm going to put some insulated tile here. Okay. Poke shell spawn. Okay, he's gonna be our doctor. And that way, we can now deal with any germs that we get. I'm gonna call this one doctor, and we can confirm there are 5, so we don't need this many mess halls. Water cooler can go here. Okay, so we need refined metal to make this, and we don't have any. We don't even have petroleum. That's the issue. It's like it's always going to be that issue. So, for future references, we're going to need this. Okay, we're going to focus on this. Build this out. Alright, everybody needs to go to the bathroom. We're going to focus on that tomorrow, and then we're also going to make sure that we get a doctor. But he's not going to be assigned to doctor yet. He's going to have other things to do first. This is a high priority. Okay, yellow alert, of course. Okay, we got 1 cycle to go. We're just gonna hope all of the stuff runs off in this direction. And anything that we see is also gonna do it over here. We want to make sure that it goes down here. We want to make sure that it's not blocked. Okay, and we also want to make sure that no heat gets transferred. So we want this to go down to here. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to put a manual airlock there. Then we're going to have more heat insulation over here. Right. I'm going to just put that there. And okay, we need to prioritize everything on the left here. Uh-oh. It's going deeper than I thought it would. Okay, okay, we got it. We've got it, we've got it, we've got it. Come on, come on, come on. I'm busy trying to get this fixed. Come on, we can do it. I'm aware, I'm aware. As long as there's no geysers in our base, we should be okay. Run. Okay, this thing is producing a lot of natural gas. We don't want to be near it. Shoot. We need temperature overlay. Okay, we're about to get super hot. We're already hot down here, though. Okay, we need to go over here into the cold. And at least we've got this car cleared out, so we're going to have that go that direction. Okay. With that done, we're actually going to put that on a 1. And we're going to get the heck out of there. We're going to actually cancel everything over here. Canceling everything on this side. Get back to base. Everybody back to base. Okay, we're good. And that's already coming through. Alright. Time to build out in this direction. Yeah, it turns out you have a much better chance of survival when when you don't build straight up. All right. Okay. So this is just going to get hotter and hotter and hotter. That's just going to get cooked. We're waiting for that magma to cool. This is ice in the center. That's fine. And we got an ice cold geyser right here. That's good to go. Good. Gold? What? What? Okay. Field research skill is required for that, but I don't really care. The good thing is this is cold, and that's what we need. We've also got to look out and make sure that we don't have another geyser coming. Or another meteorite coming. Alright, let's hope. See, we've got all of the magma located here. This is going to be dribbling out. It's going to be coming down here. So all this magma is slowly going down in temperature. And that's good because that means it gets turned into iron. And then we can dig it out. So, the way to survive, don't dig up. If you do have to dig up, you need to have everything ready to run off. So you want, I mean, it clearly won't go through a lot of the material. So you got to be careful of how you dig. You want to dig staircase to the left of your base. And then that should be good. Alright, we just want to build out here. We're going to need better digging. And I don't have better digging than what I got for now. And we're going to save. Because that is important. Alright, let's see how we go from here. Okay, so I'm ready for the report yesterday. Lots of germs. We're going to have to start dealing with that. Idle, unbreathable, temperature's going down. Okay, so this temperature needs to be at 50 for us to even think about it. Igneous rock. Okay, developing igneous rock. That's always nice. So it's actually... Wow, all that lava. So this is molten salt? Damn. Just regular magma, I guess. And it's just going to go down in temperature over. And that's nice. That's nice. We got water over here if we want it. And we got a couple of things we can pick up. This natural gas geyser is the dangerous one. Because we actually don't want that going down there. Alright. See if anybody can dig that out. Okay. Okay, so we also want to dig out in this direction. Okay, we're running out of breathable oxygen. Okay, there's a lot of oxygen here. We're going to have to turn that into a section of the base. So, we need to deconstruct this. So we're going to deconstruct this. Deconstruct both of those. Replace it with this. It's not what I meant to do, but okay. Insulated door. We want to prioritize this over everything else. So we're going to make it a yellow priority. And then we're going to replace it with a door. Maybe some rain is in. How did... What? How did you... He just plucked right in. Anyway, that air is going to come in through here, and we're going to probably... We need a bunch of planters. We don't have planters for some reason. Okay, an ice maker, a space heater, always great. Cut, park sign, we don't care about that. Okay. We're gonna make this refinement right here. Fertilizer synthesizer. It's going to be important for anything that has to do with the foods. We're going to put that there. I'm going to cancel that for now. Our main priority is... And of course, planters, which we need food for. Farm tile. Ah. Okay, so that's actually a pretty bad idea. Just gonna put it around everywhere. What I'd like to do is move this down one. And then we're gonna do food, which needs farm tile. All right. And then more farm tile all the way across. Okay. We don't want all the way across, right? We want to avoid that right now. But we definitely want markers for future reference when we do that. So, uh-oh. So we'll do that instead. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Never mind. All right. And then we want to cancel, and then we want to do manual airlock here. Cancel. Manual airlock. And that should help with our issues in the future. Right. And we probably want to cancel 2 here, make them regular tiles, and then put an air pump here when we get an air pump for them, and boop. Alright, that should be... I'm gonna cancel this build. Thank you. That should be good enough. We need air pumps now. Okay. Save. Yes. Continue research. Animal control. Okay. That's fine. We are rapidly losing our oxygen. Okay, we want more of this. That was not good news. Alright, where's the temperature overlay? Woo! Alright, that's scalding over there. Okay, so we have a lot of heat. And then this is slowly becoming too much. Okay, so I can see where it goes wrong here. We need... Shoot, we need a refrigerator right here. We need... This door is way too hot. We also need to get rid of that. Deconstruct that door. This is actually going to be a priority at level 1. And then we're just going to put insulator right in front of there. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Temperature overlay. Where is the temperature overlay? Ah, I was on it a second ago. F4. Okay, that should help cool off the temperature. We do have too much heat here, which is unfortunate. We definitely do need some kind of furniture, utilities. Okay, we're gonna put this here. What is this? Ice. Okay. Alright, we need more oxygen. Ventilation. Okay. Okay. This may be very important, actually. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. Y'all need to get back up here. Now this tile, and then she's stupid. I swear to God, she is too stupid for this world. And now she's gonna suffocate. Because of course. Don't dig, stupids. Alright, alright. We got a bunch of idiots in this little colony here. Alright, we're good. Somebody needs to save this guy. Somebody! Alright. Well. We need a furniture thing. Farm station, crafting station. Alright, we need this here. We don't want this at high. Whoa. Fascinating. Anyway. Is nobody coming to save him? We got too many people who are dying. Bob the Builder is dying. Oh, God. We just need oxygen. The only reason why I did that... Okay, we need a cot. Nobody can move him? He's about to die. He is dead. Alright. Power! We need that decorative rose thingy. Okay, that's important. We need an air pump. Alright, that's not how you construct something. That's just terrible. Alright. Why is this so hard? Back up. Thank you. And then gas vent. Right here. This needs to be a higher priority. And then we should be able to just make air using Zoom. We haven't researched anything in a bit. We need something for air. No. Portable gas. No. We need another builder. None of them are good, so we'll just do this. Then we're gonna do... She's already dead. Alright, let's see. Alright, we're gonna do that. Go to ranching. Field research. Alright, so with that being done, okay, we don't have any more algae. Where can we get more algae? So there's algae down here. Okay, we gotta be able to dig down. Here's some more algae. God damn it. Too much algae. Turn off red alert. Where are you going? Okay. Alright, where's temperature overlays? Oxygen overlays. We do not have enough oxygen. We've in the red here. Right, this is polluted oxygen, so it kind of doesn't matter, even though it kind of does. Okay, so okay, and then when we do that, we also want to make sure that this okay. Lots of oxygen coming in from this direction, which is always a good sign. We're going to need a gas vent here. And that should help with the oxygen issue. It's also got some natural gas getting picked up, which is not great, but at least we're getting oxygen. We need better. Okay, so once we're done with this decontamination, we need to do more power. Alright, we're ready for power. Where's the good old-fashioned power? Power, power, power. There we go. Alright, we're gonna do all the basics. This. We're gonna need an air pump for this. Actually, we just don't want an air pump here. Alright. Air is breathable again. This guy. He's it. That's it. All right. And oxygen. I'm gonna put this on high priority. Oh, it's already on high priority. Okay. I'm aware of it. Tasteful memorial. We're just gonna put this one right here. An oxygen diffuser would be great. Ooh. That's cool. And we're gonna put this on yellow alert, please. And then we're gonna put the power. Power. Okay, so we need a lot of ventilation here, I think. Okay. Does it just need... Okay, okay, so we need a plumbing. We don't have a pipe yet, so... Next on our list of things to research is gonna have to be the water. Plumbing. Okay, we're gonna need that too. We need that. Alright, we have... a liquid pump just for this purpose. And we're gonna put our liquid pipe. I'm gonna put... We're good to go. Next, all we need is We found a petroleum generator. Very big. So we're gonna need a 4 high. We don't have 4 high. Except right here. Power. And we are now out of oxygen. Skills, skills. You're gonna be... Yeah, you don't have the best hard digging around, but we're gonna need you for that, and then we're gonna have the doctor be a bedside miner. Fertilizer. Lower the priority on this to about 2. We need to be able to dig in this direction, and I don't have the power. We're going to mark all of this above as 1. We're about to run out of oxygen. Okay, so hopefully they're gonna build out more. That is so cute. Starvation imminent. Which is unfortunate because we do have a lot of food. Potential food. Can we just kill this thing? Can we prioritize the egg? Where is my priorities? Rancher. Do I have a rancher anymore? Is my rancher just dead? Where did he go? What? Who's alive? Digger, builder, scientist. Rancher died? Starved. What? Literally, what the heck just happened? How do you starve? Who starved? Who else starved? Doctor and Digger are starving. And yet we have plenty of food, don't we? Nobody knows how to do that. Great. I think this is like the best game I've ever played. It's not been very good. Hmm. Hmm. I really don't like the priorities. I need more people just doing regular things. Mm-hmm. All right. And And sweep. Whew. Ranching is necessary. Alright. We're doing a pretty okay job. Vitals of everybody, and looks like somebody died. Right, we have a lot of issues with just getting people to where they need to go. There's plenty of food. Nobody is looking for them. We only have 4 people alive. Alright, I'm barely able to keep anyone alive in this one. Where is he going? Well, I need to, like, think about this. This was a hectic and chaotic game. Hi, Tanya. I completely missed Tanya. Uh-oh. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. I'm gonna look at... Of course. Oh, okay, so we're seeing... Cool. Oof. Two and a half hours. Whew. Alright. So we managed to survive for 30 cycles almost. We could just, you know, wait the time out. We have a huge oxygen problem. And natural gas problem. We have a people are dying problem. Yellow alert. Because I don't even know why. I don't even know why people are dying. So we just need to focus on food right now. Food. Really? All right. Okay, so we have a lot of yellow alerts here. So oxygen's gotten better here. This needs to be a high priority. Natural gas. Polluted oxygen, which we are trying our best to depollute. This is actually a pretty good setup here. We've got a vacuum down here, though. What we need to do... to help a little bit with this vacuum and this pressure problem. We'll do a little bit of that. So we've got oxygen going places now. Good. Our main problem is going to be food. Digger is dead. Dead of starvation. We needed her. So we have 3 dead. 4 alive. This does not good news make. I'm not organized at all. Alright, like we need to make sure that these vents are going up. All the way up. We need to make sure this is on higher priority. Good. You know, honestly, like, I don't get why they're not eating. I mean, how much food is in here? I don't know. Do they just not have a mess table assigned to them? Is that everybody alive? Oh, we got 3 alive. I'll see all 3 of them here. Digger's dead over there. And somebody probably just died of starvation because they're fucking retarded. Okay. Yep, that's them. Alright, we need to, like, load this game. How long ago was this? Oh, there's actually a couple. Let me see. Okay, we've good here. We're gonna go back to here. Okay, priorities. Supplying. Okay, we got 5 people here. We're good. Okay. Okay. Researching is a high priority. Operating, cooking, tidying, doctoring, life support. Make sure everyone's got cooking down pat. That should be good enough. Alright, so we're gonna have a high priority pump. We need a gas pump here. We need a filtration system. What are we doing right now? Animal control. Filtration is not on the list here. We're doing that first. Um, okay, so what we want to do here. Prioritize everything I just built. Prioritize that. We want a refrigerator, so we want furniture. Nope. What about food? Oh, we got plenty. Okay. I'm gonna put that refrigerator here and here. Alright, and then we're going to add some electrical wire to it. Alright, and we're gonna put those on high priority as well. I'm just going to be more careful. Okay, we need a hospital. Okay, so medicine. Okay. Okay, we need to turn off. Can nobody use this? It has no power. Okay. Okay, so we also need something to handle that. Okay. We're going to mop and high prioritize that mop. Okay. Okay, checking everybody's vitals, stress, morale, fullness, health, disease, no diseases, health is pretty bad for scientists, so we're going to give him a cot to lie down on, so we get this one. Oh, he is ineligible. Bob the Builder is dead. Slain. We're going to have to disable. Ventilation. I still need filters. Okay, after this is done, we're gonna have to switch over to filters. I need to, like, priorities. Tidying is important. Storing is important. Alright, choose a blueprint. Gene is all over the place. Operating, so is nails. Crop tending is more important, and we do need the creativity, so We're gonna call him a creative farmer. And creative farmer is going to prioritize decorating and farming and ranching. Where's the yellow alert? Okay, so that's gonna be fine. Should be fine. Oh, he's sick. We need to put the doctor. Alright, we need more medicine. I don't think I have any medicine. Okay. Okay, so food poisoning. Okay, so that's not something. So that's fine-ish. Scientist still needs to find a table. Oh, ineligible. Right. I'm gonna prioritize this. Let the morale increase a little bit. And we're gonna research filter. Filtration system. We're gonna have to get rid of this. Later. Alright, let's check vitals. No diseases, everyone's been cured. Stress 20% from Digger. Once we get filtration in here, we'll be able to fix all our gas problems. There's this will help with the carbon dioxide. Where's our yellow alert? Okay. Everyone needs a good night's sleep. Ooh, where's the starvation? Okay, so we have one starvation. I need a filtration. So, who is this? Rancher? So, Rancher is starving because she's not prioritizing food for some reason. Doctoring. Uh... Cooking. Okay. This should be good enough. We got a new skill. Okay, he is the builder. But he can be a great farmer. We need more diggers. We're going to do improved farming. And then we just want another critter rancher. Skills. Let's go back to skills and give everybody a hat. So I want everybody to prioritize digging to some degree, with a few doing it more than others, and then I want building to be prioritized. With a few digging, like prioritizing anything. Why is Rancher dying constantly? Why do we not have more food? Another skill has increased. Apparently not really. Have we completed the research needed to do this? Yes, we have. Alright. Okay. So, so what we want is that everything that we do not want is going to go out there. And everything that we do want is going to come out here. Okay, so we want... Okay. 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 Okay, so everything here needs to be made a high priority. We're going to do yellow alert for obvious reasons. Is Rancher starving still? Girl, you need to... Alright, well. We got 6 people. We don't have enough mess halls, I guess. Gotta turn off the yellow alert for a second so she can go eat. Okay, so this is anything that is a breathable gas and regular oxygen goes out here. And then this one's different. This one is, output number 2 is going to be polluted oxygen. I really needed to do the same thing with this one. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna also high prioritize it. Okay. We're also going to deconstruct this and deconstruct this. And we're gonna go to because it is picking up things that are not what I need. Now we want a ventilation system. That does this and this. So we want this and this. And then, so that should fix it. And then we want the output to just be normal oxygen. We're going to high prioritize it. Then we're just going to double check. What is that? An atmosphere? All right, next research is food. We just want better food. All I care about is the food. So that's all we got. Let's try that. We've got plenty of food. We just need to do something with it. So we can, in fact, create an electric grill, for example. And we need a good spot for it. So we're going to have to put it here. Fish feeders underwater. And then okay, so we've got this girl is gonna be a breeder. Like a Pokemon breeder. Don't confuse me. I'm gonna put this one as priority. And then we're gonna put an incubator here. What? Food? Come on, food. I don't have an incubator. Okay. Okay. Hydroponic farm. We're getting good food. We're gonna put this on 9 because that's important. And then hopefully somebody will come along. Alright, let's see. We need a food. Alright. We need to prioritize all of this. Alright, we'll do that in the morning. Whew! We are finally making the foods. Alright. I need a grilling skill. Who here can grill in 2 seconds? Oh! She can. Oh no, animal husbandry is over here, so we're gonna do grilling. For the moment. And then we're gonna have astronomy. We're gonna save. What? Hey, thank you for the follow! And we're going to grill. Is there anything I can make? I don't think there is. Alright, so we have a lot of oxygen here. And a lot of carbon dioxide. Okay, we need this to be connected. If I recall, liquid pump is going to be required, right? And then... we're going to have a liquid vent here. And then it's going to need a wire. And we're just going to prioritize all of this. So people will build it. And then this needs... Oh, we don't need anybody. Neat. Okay, how many people do we have? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing a bed. That's fine. We can put another bed up here. Furniture. Okay. Too bright. Alright, and then we're going to need to move some ventilation pipes up here. That should be good enough. And yeah. What is this water from? Oh. I have no idea. It's normal water, so that's fine. We're gonna have to figure out how to capture critters and then breed the critters and then eat the critters. But we've got a lot of new space over here that'll work. We will need to move that door. Boop. And we're gonna cancel this build. And we're gonna need this insulated tile. Here. Okay. And ladder. I have a lot of polluted chlorine. Chlorine gas and polluted gas. Okay, that is something I'm going to need to fix. And this is why it all got in. Okay. We need manual airlock here. And we need to prioritize it. We're going to get some air pump in here to push it all out and get rid of the chlorine gas. Anything that is not oxygen is just leaving for all. And then ventilation, we're going to need gas vent, and we are going to want a filter for both of these. Right. Okay. In. And we want everything that is not oxygen to leave. And it's all going out the same pipe. But it's all staying in different pipes. Okay. Alright, we'll get that fixed and set up. We have a starvation issue. We also have a water issue, which we need to fix. I'm going to do mop. Get that mopped. And this needs to be higher priority. And then we need... I'm sure we need something else, but I can't remember exactly what it is. Ah, power. Of course we need power. And we're gonna need a lot of power. Alright. Starvation imminent for 2 different people. Why are they starving? Rancher and scientist again. Yeah, we don't have any food. Well, we would have food if people would sweep stuff up. Yeah, I don't want that. I want a sweeper. And I want prioritized sweeper. Because there was food here if people would have just picked them up. So we need somebody who prioritizes picking up food. Creative farmer. Sweeping, sweeping, sweeping. Tidying, I guess, is what we're looking for. Okay. Digger as well. Rancher too. Okay. Alright, these things are gonna die early on, I guess. Okay. A mealwood seed. That's the most helpful thing. So now we can make mealwood. And I need to put it there. And we also need pipes for irrigation. Who is scalding? Why are you scalding? Ah, it's still hot up there. Okay. You are forgiven. Nickel. Okay. And... Ooh. Security door. Nothing really interesting. We need this. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Pipes. Woo. We need a liquid pump down here. I don't know how we're gonna get that down there. Ooh. Okay. We found the way. And we're gonna need a rotated manual airlock for this. And then that. And we're gonna put a liquid pump here. And then when we're done with the liquid pump, we want the pipe. There we go. And we want the power to go down there. Perfect. Alrighty. Another one. Scientist. Okay. Okay, we need to prioritize attacking things and collecting things for food. How much calories do we got? The storage is unavailable for that. Great. We need better storage. We need, this will work as well. Then we need an oxygen diffuser here. And another one here. And then we need power. There we go. So we need to prioritize okay, we need to prioritize that. We also need to prioritize this. And prioritize this. So all the important stuff gets prioritized. And now we're gonna turn to better food. And then we need no pan-fried solidified mud slop, which requires a mush bar, which I do not. I kind of like took that down. So we're gonna have to do this again. Oh, I was gonna put a critter trap there. I don't have a critter space anymore. Oh well. Yellow. Yellow. All edibles. Except for tough meat, which goes in the refrigerator. Okay. Now this... Forever create mush bars. And prioritize high. It will prioritize this high. Just because we need food now. I just make sure people can cook with it. I'm gonna high prioritize this. So that we can have oxygen. And then we should be good. And we can make it to cycle 30. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna make... Do we have anyone with grilling? Do we need to add more grilling? Yeah, I'd say we need to add more grilling. Digger's already full up on daily digging, so he can grill. Okay. And then hopefully we'll have a lot more food and nobody will be starving anymore. Doctor, sir, why are you starving? Whoever's supposed to handle this needs to handle this. And I don't think I have anybody on priority for that. So we need somebody who's supplying higher than the others. It's scalding. Why is it scalding? Alright. I think we're gonna have to prioritize this over that. And we're gonna need... No, we don't want that. We want something lower. Perfect. For this area. And then we don't even have this on a high priority. We needed... Let's get this out of here. Where are they going? They had to figure out where the oxygen was. What are you doing? Alright, that's it. You are now assigned a place. Really? Really? All right, this... Shoot. So our builder... He didn't do anything. He wasn't doing anything. Oh, goodness. That's fine. Alright, we've got a lot of stuff over here that's just not doing anything. So we need to figure out what's going on over here. We're just going to mark them as yellow alert and see what happens. All right. So what is people not doing? So what is the issue here? Ah, sand. I'm out of sand. I need more sand. Okay, no wood, which is fine. Alright, we're going to save it for today. I think that's going to be it. Next time, we're going to try to make it to cycle 60 without anybody else dying. And then we're going to try and create what we need to destroy incoming meteors, because I imagine there's going to be a couple more, even though I haven't seen them. But we shall see what happens next. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow.